Hello viewers, welcome to Distilling Insight YouTube channel. Thanks for staying tuned and thanks for coming back for the returning viewers and for the new viewers. I would love you to go through the previous three videos because this is an Excel series that deals with beginner to the advanced level of proficiency on Microsoft Excel. Now today on day 4, we'll be dealing with introduction to basic formulas and functions in Microsoft Excel. Now, please be mindful of the fact that what is written at the top here is Excel D3, so I'd love to resave it by clicking on, if you click on Ctrl S from here, it won't change, so the only thing you need to save as, you are saving a new copy of what you have before. So I'm saving as D4. So Excel D4. Now, by the time you check this top, you see that it has changed to Excel D4. So that's the first thing. Now, please remember that we've spoken about the basic things that you need to look out for in an Excel. We've also spoken about creating, saving, and some other implementations that we've done from the first three classes. So today, I want to introduce you to basic formulas, your arithmetics in school while growing up, your simple arithmetic operations like sum, average, product, division, multiplications, and all of that. Now, this data that is before us, we can we can perform calculations on this data like we did calculation for the product. When you click on this total amount for the 42,000, when you look at the formula bar shows that the product of 3,512 is what gave us 42,000. So there is a formula there. But the formula bar is the place that reveals what formula has been encoded in that cell. So now look at this f of x is the function, is the formula function. That's where we get what we actually need. If you're not going through the route of the shortcut. There are several ways in which you can do this. Number one, if you are dealing with sum, which is addition of everything, you can just click on the cell where you want the response to be. Then you click on this icon, which is the sum. You remember when you're being taught in mean, standard deviation, mean deviation, we were taught something called summation, summation f of x over summation f, which is the formula for mean. So in order to get that mean, summation f of x, to get sum, the summation of f of x is the sign that you're given in calculation of mean. So the summation of those figures is what this represents. Once you click it, after picking that, you see that it has highlighted E2 to E11. Then from there, you have your answer. So when you add all of this together, this is the answer. Alternatively, you can just say equality sign, sum, then open bracket, and you highlight from the top to the bottom and close the bracket, and you click enter, you get the same answer. Thirdly, you can as well get the sum of this Excel sheet by just coming to the function. When you click on the sum for the function, it gives you the range of values you want, which is the same thing as what we've gotten before. So for the sum, we've actually spoken about you typing it in, putting a quality sign. That's for the sum. The second thing that I want us to consider apart from sum, I've showed you product, so I won't go over product anymore. So another thing that I may want us to go through is average, the average. So what's the average? What's the average of the data given? So, we've gotten the sum to be, this is the sum. Now let's look for the average. Now, if you want to get average, you can as well just click on this function icon, then pick on average, then that's okay. Now, the average is not to E12, is to E11 because E12 deals with the total sum. So now this is the average of all of the total amount of the stock in the supermarket. This is the average value. Now, if you want to get more things, let's assume we've gotten, now we want to know the number of values. You can use count, the count of values. Now for the count of values, you can either click on this, click on the count, then you ensure E2 to E11. So this is the number of counts. You remember this is not a currency, so the number of counts. Another thing that you can do for this average is that instead of going through the function icon, you can as well just, I'm going to delete it in order to make sure, in order to get it again. You can just do equality sign, then you go to average. So this is the average. Then from there you can highlight what you want to work with, then close the bracket, which is the same thing. You can also use equality count, and you close it. So the count is still the same thing. So there are other basic formulas here. Now, like, let's assume that we want to get the maximum value and the minimum value in order to get a range of their figure. We have the maximum value, and we have the minimum value. So in order for us to get the maximum value from E2 is 96,000. Then you can as well calculate for the minimum value. You can just do this. So the minimum value of the total amount is 3,000, while the maximum is 96,000. About the basic formulas in terms of what is expected. Going forward, we also need to talk about the fact that there are error messages that you may come in contact with when you talk about Microsoft Excel. Some of them have actually appeared here. Like for example, you know that anything divided by 0 is undefined mathematically. Just the same way, anything divided by 0 will not be workable here on Microsoft Excel. So it will always give an error when you divide a particular thing by 0. For today, on this fourth class, all we've done, I'll limit us to that for now in order to manage our time. Kindly be in expectation for the new class that is coming ahead in day 5. And the class promised to be exciting, to be interesting, as I'm sure that you become with revitalized ideas in order to learn more from Distilling Insight. Thank you and have a great day.